Morning everybody. Today we're going to cover a slightly different product. It's the new Elgato Cam Link 4K. So let's spend a little time talking about this product. It's a little bit different than what I normally review. I found this very intriguing because it's one of the very few capture devices that actually captures 4K if you have a 4K camera, but also is actually reasonably priced. Actually, it's very affordable. One of the things that intrigued me about this was the fact that it can capture 4K at 30 frames for about 129 bucks, which I think, if you look at the market out there and you look at the different devices, you're going to have to spend quite a bit more. Now, this is also a USB device, which has pros and cons. It's actually, obviously takes a little bit more resources to run it. One of the things I found when I was actually testing it using XSplit was I could not run this device through a USB hub. But other than that, I've had no issues with it. So as you can see, it's actually a pretty simple device. You have the device itself, a very simple USB extension, and that's pretty much it. If we look inside the device here, there's not a whole lot there. It's just an HDMI port, no buttons, no anything on the back. It's a really simple device, and I'm going to walk you through basically how it performs using XSplit and just give you a quick demo. But it's a great little product for the price. I don't think you can beat it. Almost anything that captures video, either from a webcam, or you should be able to substitute this right in. And one of the cool things is there's no installation of software. They do offer a software package that you can download and install, but I didn't find that I needed it. Let me give you a quick demo on how this works. Let's get into a quick setup on this particular device. There's really not much to it. As I mentioned earlier, just plugging it in, it will be detected, and you should be able to use it with most of your web apps, such as, or video apps, I should say, such as Skype or OBS or XSplit. They recommend you download Game Capture for Windows. I did try it. It's not something I really need, so I actually uninstalled it and just running it natively now, directly into XSplit. So it's up to you if you want to give it a try. There's also a 4K capture utility there that might be of use to you, that I believe also works with this device. But I did not try it, so your mileage may vary. When the device installs, as you can see, and let me just pull it through right here, it actually installs as two separate devices. So you've got a 4K or Cam Link 4K camera, and then you've got a sound, video, and game controller as well. So those are installed natively. And once it's all set up, I'm going to switch over to XSplit. What you're seeing here is just a capture from the video from the card itself. As you can see, it's live, and this is capturing in 4K 30 frames per second, straight out of my Lumix camera right into XSplit. So it's pretty straightforward. A lot of these software packages like XSplit can be a little bit temperamental, so sometimes you have to play with it to get it to work exactly the way you want. But this overall was pretty straightforward. Now, just to be complete, there did have a couple of issues. Number one, you cannot use this with a hub. If you try and plug this into a USB hub, you probably will not have good success. The other thing, I did have an issue initially setting it up with XSplit and being able to actually see the image. Once I played around with it a little bit, I finally did get it to work, and it seems to be working fine. When I tried it on my laptop, I had no issues on the laptop whatsoever. I was able to immediately start capturing the video. The only thing that, if you're doing this on a laptop, you'll want to make sure it's plugged into power, because at least on my particular laptop, due to the power settings, the CPU doesn't run full speed without the power being plugged in, and it really struggled trying to capture 4K 30 frames per second on battery. So that's really the only caveats. For $129, it's definitely worth giving a shot. You can always return it if it doesn't work out, but I think you'll find it's a pretty cool device if you have any need for capturing video at all. They kept the price the same, the HD version that they used to have, and just basically upgraded it to 4K for the same price. They have been a little bit difficult to find. I actually had to pick mine up from a store, but I believe they're starting to come out and become more popular now. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the review. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe and leave any comments or questions you might have below. Talk to you later.